Hi, I'm Barrett Vickery. Thank you for joining me today for this yoga practice. Whether you are trying to build some momentum for your morning, going into your day, or you just want a little boost for the rest of the day, this practice is going to be really great for opening your hips up and getting a little bit of a shoulder stretch while energizing your body. You're going to need 2 blocks for this practice. If you don't have blocks, you can use a couch or a chair once we get to the shoulder stretch portion. And you should be fine with that, so don't worry. With that said, let's get started. We're going to begin in child's pose. So from easy seat, begin to walk your hands forward towards the front of your mat. A structured child's pose here. Ideally, you keep your elbows off of the ground, and we're feeling a little bit of a stretch in our shoulders as we breathe. Take a nice inhale in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. You can allow your forehead to find your mat, continuing to inhale and exhale through the nose and out through the mouth. And here, just letting go of anything that's coming before your practice, any stressors or thoughts, inhaling and exhaling them away now. In together. And out. Get a few more breaths here. Inhaling in and out. Awesome. On the inhale, come into tabletop pose. Hands right below your shoulders, knees below your hips. Get a couple cat-cows. So inhale, belly drops, tailbone lifts, head lifts as well. Filling the lungs and the belly with air for cow pose. Exhale, tailbone tucks, chin tucks for cat pose. Inhale at your own pace. Exhale. Contracting with cat pose and expanding with cow pose. Get 2 more here. Amazing. From tabletop, start to press your hips towards the right side. We're going to get some hip opening circles. So from the right side, you're going to swoosh over to the left side very slowly. You can create some space in your hands for your hips to come forward, like we're doing an upward facing dog here, but your knees can be on the ground resting. And then over to the right side for these really delicious hip circles. It'll feel great if you've been sitting down or if you've just woken up. Pressing forward. Gonna get 5 of these. So this will be our 3rd here. Coming into these nice circles. Inhaling and exhaling. Exhaling when you move backwards. Inhaling as you move forwards. Last one on the right side. And then as we come through our hands, press back the other way, going around counterclockwise towards your left side. Just enjoy these here. Notice where your hips are tight, where they feel pretty good. Bodily awareness is a big part of yoga. Listening to your body, paying attention to what your body needs and wants is paramount to the physical practice of yoga. 1 more little circle here. Coming forward. Awesome. Into tabletop pose, taking a nice deep inhale here. And exhale. From tabletop pose, take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Breathe in and out. Start to walk your hands backwards towards your knees. Tuck your toes under so that your heels are facing the sky, and then bring your right hand towards your right heel and grab your right heel. Left hand comes from the right hip, and then your hips press forward and up into sweeping camel. So the movement here, bringing left hand now to left heel, right hand to right hip, hips press up, and then right hand comes above the right shoulder and then falls down as our hips also fall. Right hand comes to right heel. Press up, breathing. And you'll start to get the rhythm of this. You can go at your own pace. Expanding up. Creating nice circles with the rising hand. Inhaling as that hand rises. And exhaling as your hips come back down. Just get a couple more of these. And the last one. Awesome. Hands find the floor. Can tap out your feet a little bit on your mat. Create space to come into downward facing dog. Find your pose. Hips come towards the sky. If this is your first downward facing dog of the day, can pedal out the legs a little bit and then find a nice deep stretch in downward facing dog. Breathe in and out. From here, we're coming into a low lunge with the right leg, so kick your right foot back. Right foot comes up through your hands. Left knee finds the floor. The top of your left foot finds the floor. Rising up to a low crescent lunge. Breathing in and out. You're feeling the stretch, the front of your left hip. Not overextending, being gentle with this beginning hip opener. Fingertips structured as they go towards the sky. Chest shining forward, and we're breathing into the floor, breathing into our belly here. In and out. Really good. From here, coming into lizard pose. So go ahead and grab a block. If you're really, really flexible, you might be able to have your elbows get all the way to the floor. But for me, I still have progress to make, as many do. And so I'm going to use a block to help support me as I come down into lizard pose. So lizard pose, we're lying forward a little bit and getting deeper into our right hip and also our left hip. So breathe in and out here, holding this pose, keeping structure, not getting lazy and just kind of laying around. Keep your core structured, keeping your posture good, nice and aligned. Okay. Press back through the hips. You can walk your hands back a little bit, very slowly, coming into half split or runner's stretch. Heel in the floor, toes heading towards the sky. And if you're really, really flexible, you might be folding all the way over. But if you're like me, using a block is a great way to support you in this pose. You can use the block under your left hand. If you would like to use two blocks, you can even use it under your right hand as well as you come forward. Breathing here, in and out, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Set both blocks aside as you come forward into low crescent lunge again. Not as long in crescent lunge here though. We're gonna take our hands to the floor, tent your fingertips, create some space for the left leg to come and meet your right foot. And then from here, we're in a forward fold. Go ahead and grab opposite elbows. You can move side to side a bit here. That's all cool. Breathing in and out. Awesome. Nice inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. On the inhale, slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Cactus arms in Tadasana. And my head is cut off a little bit. Cactus arms standing up. And then you're pressing back here. Not a total crazy back bend in your back, but just making sure that you're getting just a little bit of a back bend. And then swan dive forward, finding your toes here. Half inhale, halfway lift. From our halfway lift, we can walk out the hands a bit and come into downward facing dog. Step back the feet. Pedal out the legs. We're going to go through that same flow on the left side. So, from our down dog, kick the left foot back, bring the left foot forward through the hands, right knee drops down, right foot finds the floor. Inhaling up, chest coming through the arms, inhaling into your belly and into the floor. Ideally, you have your ankle below your knee. You're creating a nice bit of space here. Fingertips structured, heading towards the sky. Really good. Hold for one more breath. Heading into lizard pose. Go ahead and grab your block if you did so on the other side. Elbow finds the block, or you can have it on a higher setting if that feels better. Whatever works for you. Coming forward into a deeper lizard pose. Go slow getting into this one. It is quite a bit deeper than crescent lunge, right? Breathing in and out. Nice deep inhales through the nose. And exhales through the mouth. With each breath, you can feel yourself getting a little bit deeper into the stretch, feeling your hips open a little bit more. Try and relax your feet, try and relax your body, but keep your core stabilized. We don't want to totally slouch into this, keeping our core stabilized, but allowing the stretch to happen. Wonderful. You can bring your block back and start to move backwards into our half split or runner's lunge. Heel into the ground, toes face the sky. And we're just staying up here, nice and structured, keeping the focus on our left leg. Breathe in and out. Nice. We're going to come forward into our half crescent again, or our low crescent lunge again. Not as long, same as last time. Hands find the floor. Create space for the right leg to come up to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Inhale, slowly roll up. One vertebrae at a time for cactus arms. Now I'm going to get back here so I can be in the frame. And find cactus arm Tadasana here. Again, not super extending the spine. Just opening up the chest. Swan dive down. Find your toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. I'm going to come to the center of my mat here. So go ahead and meet me in easy seat coming out of your Tadasana. From here, we're getting a nice side body stretch from easy seat. So you can take your left hand, have it find the floor here. Right hand comes up. Nice side body stretch. Right hand finds the floor. Left hand overhead. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Really good. Awesome, guys. So from here, we'll get one more on each side. In and out. Awesome. Go ahead and grab both of your blocks. We're going to get a shoulder and tricep stretch. So how this is going to work is we're going to put both blocks next to each other like so, or if you have a couch, act like this is the edge of your couch here. Elbows are going to meet the tops of the blocks. Your hands are going to come into prayer behind your head, and then you're going to find the sweet spot for yourself. I'm going to set this up here. And then start to come forward. Chest is coming forward through your shoulders a little bit. Make sure you're nice and balanced on top of the blocks. You should feel this in your shoulder and in your triceps. Respecting the limits of your anatomy. Breathing in and out. Take a nice deep inhale in through the nose and out through the mouth. Slowly put pressure on your elbows to come up. Remove your blocks. sit back into, actually go ahead and tuck your toes. So not easy seat, not sitting back in easy seat, but we are sitting back into our sweeping camel pose again. Right hand to the right heel, and then sweeping up. Same thing as we did earlier. Left hand coming down to the left heel. Right hand up, and right hand down. Inhale. One more sweeping camel, and then I'll give you the option. You can either continue to do these at your own pace, or you can come into full camel pose. If you would like to come into full camel pose, go ahead and grab both of your heels here. Great stability with your hands and your heels, and then pressing up through the hips. Chest comes up, head back, heart going towards the sky. Inhale in and out. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. In and out. Last one. Inhale and out. As you exhale, start to come forward. Hips hinge. Untuck your feet. You can tap your feet on the ground a little bit. And come into child's pose. Sitting back on top of your heels, hands come forward. Not a super structured child's pose here. This is a rest child's pose. Your elbows can be on the ground. Inhaling in, inhaling out. Or exhaling out, rather. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. And just rest here for a few breaths. On an inhale, come into tabletop. And then we're just going to lift our right hand above our head, and then a threaded shoulder stretch back into child's pose. Right arm coming in under your chest. And then you can play with your positioning in this pose to get a nice little massage on your shoulder and a stretch on your shoulder. So the child's pose isn't as important here as the shoulder stretch. You can let your face find the floor, find your mat, and just play around with this for a little bit, for a few breaths. Inhale in, find tabletop, exhale, left arm comes up, left arm weaves through, same thing on the other side. Again, the child's pose is not as important here as the shoulder massage and stretch. Just move around, find what feels comfortable to you, and enjoy this. Awesome. Press down through the right hand, release the left arm, come and sit back again into child's pose. Breathing steady and calm. Press up into tabletop, and then meet me at easy seat. That is the yoga sequence for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this practice served you. If you would like a little bit more and to continue your practice and really supercharge it, go ahead and try out the meditation that I have linked in this video. If you click the link on your screen, it'll take you straight into the meditation that is designed to accompany this yoga sequence. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Again, if you get a chance to try the meditation sequence or the guided meditation, go ahead and do that. Namaste. Have a wonderful, happy day. Goodbye.